Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with a new video, and today we're going to be doing a picture perfect, no flashback, flawless holiday makeup look. And you guys, when it comes to the holiday, I know a lot of things go on during this time of the year, especially weddings and occasions, ceremonies. So if you just want to get a flawless makeup application, then definitely keep on watching. Alright you guys, so I'm sitting on a 22-inch ponytail right here. So like when I sit down, I'm virtually almost sitting on the hair right on my butt. So whenever I'm going for a holiday makeup look, you guys, there's just this tradition about red lip or glitter eyes. I'm just going to do something really smoky on the eye with a with a matte neutral lip. And the very first thing I'm going to start off with is my skin. Yeah, I think we're going to start off with the skin and then we graduate to the eyes. And the very first thing I'm going to go ahead and apply will be a primer. And like I always say, if you have a problematic skin, if you have an oily skin, definitely reach out for a mattifying primer, because they just help to make your makeup last longer. It just helps with the longevity of your makeup. And to blend it out, I'm using Beautytreats BC111 Essential Tapered Foundation Brush. I've just gotten so used to blending out my primer with a foundation brush, because for some reason, like, I feel like no matter how clean your hand is, there's always dirt or bacteria logging somewhere in the hand. So I just prefer to go ahead and use a clean brush and blend out my primer. I'm going to go ahead and color correct all these dark spots on my skin, and I'm using my MAC Pro Conceal and Correct palette. And you guys, I love to go ahead and use a brown concealer to cover up my dark spots. Like, I don't know the science behind this, but I just noticed that whenever I go in with a brown concealer to cover up all my blemishes, like when I go ahead and apply my foundation, you don't see any single spot on my face. So I'm going to be using these two foundations for today's tutorial, and recently I tried mixing these two foundations, you guys, and I was so happy with the flawless skin it gave my face, and also the fact that it gave me a very flawless matte makeup. So I'm going to be using these two foundations today, and I will just deposit like 2 pumps of the Hudabeauty and then 1 pump of L.A Girl. I'm just going to go ahead and mix it and just distribute it all over my skin. I've been so into this foundation brush, like it gives me a very flawless makeup application whenever I use it to blend out my foundation. It's from Beauty Crush Cosmetics. They sell the 5-piece face brush set and also the 5-piece eye brush set. The brushes is just amazing. They do a very good job in blending out your foundation, and the packaging, like I feel like this right here is going to be perfect for a holiday gift. Like if I receive something like this for the holiday, I'm definitely going to be in heaven. I'm just going to go ahead now and start blending out my foundation. And whenever I'm blending out my foundation, I love to stipple it, and this brush right here does an amazing job in just blending out the foundation without it looking cakey or like streaky. And when we're talking of picture perfect, no flashback makeup, you guys, especially if you're applying your makeup for your wedding, there's no way you will go back to redo your wedding again. So make sure you avoid any foundation that has SPF. That is why I love this two foundations right here. They don't have SPF. And also remember, if you're used to using SPF, please don't use it under your makeup, because I know a lot of people love to apply SPF almost all the time. So whenever you want to apply your makeup and you don't want any flashback, please avoid anything with SPF, because they will definitely make your face turn white when you take your pictures. Next, I'm going to apply concealer, and I'm using Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Tan Sand and Deep. And I love to mix these two shades together because this one is too dark and this one is too light. And when you're going for a no flashback picture perfect makeup, please try as much as possible to apply concealers that are probably 1 to 2 shades lighter than your skin. I notice a lot of people use concealers that are like 5 shades or 10 shades lighter than them, and of course when you go ahead and use it to take pictures, you're definitely going to have a white cast all over your under eye or anywhere you applied the concealer. I'm going to go ahead and apply it on my under eye, my chin, the bridge of my nose and my forehead. Whenever I apply concealer and I forget this area of my mouth, like they tend to go dark, so I also love to apply concealer right here. To clean out my contour, I'm still going to apply concealer here and here, like under my jaw. And of course I'm going to go ahead and contour, because like when you're going for a picture perfect holiday makeup look, you want your face to be snatched. So I'm going to go ahead and just slightly contour. I will apply my contour product right here. I'm going to go ahead and start blending, and I'm using my favorite makeup sponge from Beautytreats Cosmetics. This sponge blends out my concealer flawlessly. Woo! Look at that, you guys, like snatched. I'm going to go ahead and blend out my contour. Once I'm done blending out my concealer, I love to go ahead and use the beauty sponge and just blend out everything, because you don't want to have any harsh lines all over your face. I'm going to go ahead and set my contour with Laura Mercier translucent powder in the shade medium deep. And you guys, I find that this powder is just perfect, especially if you're a woman of color. Like setting your contour with this powder right here just gives you a very nice kind of healthy glow. I'm going to mix these two powders to set my under eye concealer, and the reason I love to mix these two is because Laura Mercier sometimes can be a little bit light, and this one can be a little bit like yellow under my eye, so I love to go ahead and mix these two. And to avoid flashback, I love to stick with under eye setting powders that don't have silicone, because if you use a powder that has silicone in it, like it's going to give you a white cast in your pictures. So because I did my skin before the eyeshadow, I definitely need something to shield any eyeshadow fallout from getting onto my skin. So that is why I didn't blend out this under eye setting powder. And next I'm going to go ahead and move on to the eyes. And you guys, I want kind of a very nice smoky eye today. So the very first thing I'm going to go ahead and apply will be an eyeshadow primer. And I'm using Sigma eyeshadow primer. For today's eye look, I'm going to be using Beautytreats 5-piece eye brush set and my Profusion Cosmetics Sienna eyeshadow. And for my transitional shade, I'm going to pick up this eyeshadow right here. And you guys, if you don't know what a transitional shade does, they just help your other shadows blend in better. Like you need something to transition your other shadows, and just pop it right here. And when you're applying your transitional shade, you want to use kind of a tapered blending brush, because they just help to get right into your crease without kind of getting the eyeshadow all over the place. With the amount of clean job I achieved with these brushes, you guys, I can't believe they are just, I think, $12. Like, you can't beat the price at all. I'm going to go in with a more precise brush, and this one is the Beautytreats Soft Precision Crease Brush, and I will pick up this eyeshadow right here. It's kind of a very nice warm brownish color, and I'll go ahead and apply it on my crease. When you are applying your eyeshadow, you want to take your time. You don't need to be in a rush. Like, take your time and blend it. I want this eye look to be really smoky, so I'm gradually building up the colors. So I'm going to go into my Sephora and Pantone Universe palette, and I will pick up this dark brown shade right here and just apply it all over my lid. And then I'll go in one more time and just blend. So for the glitter part, I'm going to be using Stila liquid eyeshadow in the shade Kitten Karma, and this has kind of you know, silver sparkles to it. I love how this looks on the eyes. I'm just going to use it and just dab it all over my eyelid. Yes, for the holiday you need sparkles. So I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline. And then I'll apply just a tiny wing liner. I'm going to go back into the eyeshadow we used on the lid, pick it up and tap off the excess and just use it to smoke out my under lash line. I'm going to go ahead and dust up this under eye setting powder. I'm going to apply lashes and I'm using Iikonn lashes in the style Drunken Love. So to contour, I'm using Kokie Professional Powder Contour Palette and I'll pick up this shape right here, and this will just help sculpt and define my cheekbones. I'm going to highlight with MAC Oh Darling and I'll pop it right on my upper cheekbone and my cupid's bow, the bridge of my nose. So to add some type of color to my cheek, I'm going to go ahead and apply blush, and I'm going to mix these two shades right here. And I love to apply my blush after highlight, so I can just use my blush to blend out any harsh lines from my highlight. I'm going to line my lips with NYX Chocolate Lip Liner. I'm just going to use it to fill in all over my lips. I then go ahead and apply Colored Rain Matte Liquid Lipstick. And that is all there is to this video, my loves. I hope you all enjoyed, and I decided to just, use a matte lip for this look. It all depends on you. If you want to use a glossy lip or a nude lip, it all depends. Yeah guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to hit that like button below and also hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. And till my next video, I will see you all very, very soon.